Now, when we see something like this again, where our ancestors were into something deep. But again, look very closely. Now that we have broken that down, you see that this person has become what is called a netter, or a spiritual one, or has become God-like, because he rose up his pineal gland, as you see the serpent here. Now his third eye is open. His spiritual eye is open. Okay? So again, we looked at nature. We used symbols. Why did we use symbols? Because symbols operated on the collective consciousness of the mind. Okay? We still have, as Brother Dr. Richard King pointed out, which he expounds on this very well from his research, that even though they have destroyed our libraries, they have not destroyed our genetic libraries that's in us. It's just lying there dormant. All we have to do is open it up, rise up to the spiritual level, as Minister Farrakhan has been teaching around the country. Hermes Trismegistus and Greek mythology, they literally took it from Tahuti. It is here that our ancestors had us study from the 42 books of Tahuti, representing science, law, and intelligence, who was represented as the ibis bird that you saw. We saw those little white birds that we saw come over here. So our ancestors looked at nature. We didn't worship the bird, but it was an attribute of science, attribute of intelligence. Tahuti writing down the deeds of our life on earth as we lived here. This is where the Western philosophical thought, Greeks took their concept of Hermes Trismegistus from Tahuti, now called thought too. Again, our ancestors looked at nature to symbolize various attributes of nature. We did not worship insects. We did not worship animals. Okay? They represented various attributes of nature. For instance, the little scarab beetle was symbolized as the great mind. Why? Because the top of the little scarab beetle was identical to the top of the cranial cavity of the brain. So the little scarab was looked at as the great mind of Ptah. That was Ptah's symbol, the scarab that created the universe. Also how the scarab, okay, would roll up his dung, okay, and make the sun. That was a symbol of being self-created, because the eggs would have to feed from the dung, and that was a symbolic as being self-created. Now, when we see something like this, we say, I sure don't understand what our ancestors was doing back in those days. They put this big bug on this body. What in the world is this? What you see here, remember I said in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and the Spirit of God moved across the deep. Okay? So we see nothing but darkness. The scarab symbolized Ptah, black. The red body symbolized the sun that was created. Our ancestors saw ourselves in relationship with that of nature. We were totally connected with nature. We did not worship animals and insects. There were various attributes because we looked at nature for our communication. Okay? That's why we were not destructive towards nature. So what we see is mind over body. And that's how we see the little scarab creating the sun, because it's red like you see the body here as being red. The body was looked at as the great sun. That's why you call your sun the sun today. Symbolized as that sun. Okay? So here we see the little scarab rolling up the dung was symbolic as how Ptah rolled up the sun in the universe and created the light. This was all symbolic and all various attributes. Again, the creation story was told in the anthropomorphic form, meaning that it was told in human form, meaning that the black woman was looked at as heaven. Why would the black woman be looked at as heaven? Because our ancestors saw that the feminine principles of nature came from the woman, meaning that the heavens gave forth stars. See, not only did we have a god, but we also had a goddess. We dealt with the dialectical laws of opposites. Our ancestors didn't have no faggot mentality concept, okay? So here we saw that the heavens was looked at as the black woman. As you see Shu, symbolic as air, holding her from what is called the two pillars of heaven. Why that was called the two pillars of heaven? Because he is holding her from her vagina and her breast. Because once the life comes from her womb, she has to lactate or breastfeed that life and nurture that life.
So how can a woman produce a man without being touched by a man?
Because she is complete.
You say a man can't produce a woman?
She is complete with the egg.
How is a woman created?
Brother,
we're
not going to get into everything.
Brother, that's easy
when
to
you
answer
come
that.
To my lecture,
brother, you can answer that, brother.
She is a manifestation of the great mother.
Wait a minute, whoa now.
Listen, as a matter of fact,
so how was the woman created first without the man?
The woman was created from the stages of triple darkness through the elements of this universe. Those elements manifested itself into arm, leg, arm, head, the black woman. First. And this is the little known secret why the gods of ancient Egypt wore skirts.
Powerful, brother.
And I don't want to get too much into that.
So we already know, Dr. Ben even says that heaven is between the legs of the black woman. So if that's where heaven is at, we come from heaven.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? So she got to be the God force on the planet. Am I right?
You're right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
As we see a sister and a brother. You see the sister leading the brother, okay? I mean the brother leading the sister, okay? Now that wasn't no macho thing going on here. It was just the brother symbolized the masculine energy, like the sun. The sister symbolized the earth because the earth gave forth life, and the sun gave forth the rays or that seed, okay? And again, you can see that once this energy rises up, it brought out, okay, as you see these wings here symbolizing the spiritual energy. The sister symbolized the earth because the earth gave forth life. The sister symbolized the earth because the earth gave forth life. The sister symbolized the earth because the earth gave forth life.
Now the man got up here and said the black man is God. That's right. I'm here to tell y'all today that shit is foolishness. Because the black woman is God. Black woman is God. Black woman is God.
Again, the creation story was told in the anthropomorphic form, meaning that it was told in human form, meaning that the black woman was looked at as heaven. Why would the black woman be looked at as heaven? Because our ancestors saw that the feminine principles of nature came from the woman, meaning that the heavens gave forth stars. See, we didn't not only did we have a God, but we also had a goddess. We dealt with the dialectical laws of opposites. Our ancestors didn't have no faggot mentality concept, okay? See, we didn't not only did we have a God, but we also had a goddess. We dealt with the dialectical laws of opposites. Our ancestors didn't have no faggot mentality concept, okay? See, we didn't not only did we have a God, but we also had a goddess. We dealt with the dialectical laws of opposites. Our ancestors didn't have no faggot mentality concept, okay?